stuff. We were consistent throughout the 4 days. I thought that partnership between Joss and Folksy was vital after lunch, and from that point on we were pretty much in control of things, so really pleasing to be in this position going into the second game.
I think only 4 of you in this team were playing in that last away test that you won. Does it, as a captain, is it particularly pleasing to see sort of fresh faces stepping up and putting in big performances?
Yeah, I think it's obviously great to see guys come into the team and really take their opportunities, but I think as a collective, the way we played throughout the 4 days, everyone really contributing and playing a part is that's really pleasing. And we said we were going to do things slightly differently when at the start of this series, and we've really backed that up and given ourselves a really good chance now to go to Candy with a lot of confidence and back up what's been a brilliant 4 days here.
And just to work the chaps up next year, how, as far as debuts that you've seen in your time go, how's that one ranked?
It's all right, wasn't it? No, to come in and play with such maturity, understanding of his own game, in a difficult position as well, under pressure. It's really pleasing to see someone come in and really enjoy the occasion. Not get overawed by things, stay really calm, and to take every chance you get. Yeah, it sounds good. So yeah, I mean, we've seen how good a player he is at Surrey. He came on that Ashes tour last winter and impressed there, and he's obviously got his opportunity in unusual circumstances, but nonetheless to come in and play as he has is it's great to see. It's great to see our the strength and depth within this squad of players, and some difficult selections ahead, which is I'm not complaining about that.
Warren, so you obviously had a good win against India in the summer, but you get a different kind of satisfaction from an away win, a place that you would have never won a test.
Definitely, and we had some clear plans of how we were going to try and approach this game in particular on this surface, and to see them work and that hard work pay off leading into the game is great. I think the way we played throughout the summer was a sign of this team moving forward, and I think we sort of backed that up in this performance now. The challenge will be to be really consistent with that, and to back up this 4 days in Candy next week.
Is it fair to say that you will have some serious things to do about the makeup of your team in the second test, and I guess better to be doing that from a position of strength?
Absolutely. As I say, I'm going to enjoy that difficult meeting because it is going to be tough. But that's what you want. You want guys performing. You want to make those tough calls. And as I said many times before, to win here, it might be that it's going to be tough to make some tough selection decisions. Whether that's leaving people out, keeping the same team, shuffling the pack slightly, we'll have to wait and see. But ultimately, it's about collectively as a group performing, and not making it about yourself and being involved in the 11. It's about being part of this squad, and I think that's the most important thing. That's the real achievement, is to be part of this squad and be a part of the squad that can hopefully go on and win this tour.
John, Chris, and then George. How much was the overseas for over the last years?
It's obviously frustrating, but it's across the board when it comes to international Test cricket. It's not just us. It's not like we're the only side that struggles away from home. It's very difficult to win Test matches abroad now, and I think that makes it even sweeter when you do come to very difficult venues like Gaul and manage to win games. So hopefully we can build on this, and it's not just a one-off for us. We can go to Candy with a huge amount of confidence, and look to still improve and get better.
You said before the game you were prepared to be aggressive and take risks and show a bit of courage. Can you give an example of where you think you did that?
I think that first session, we'll probably take a bit of slack for the way we played, and I think it was more the execution of certain shots that was the frustrating thing. If we'd have sort of sat in our bunker and waited for a good ball on that service when it was tacky, was spinning quite quickly, then we could have been 50 for 5, and it's a lot more difficult from that position. The fact that we'd taken the game to them, got to 100 meant at least we'd applied a bit of pressure, got ourselves to some sort of substance, and as the pitch changed, the really pleasing thing was we adapted from that point. And for Ben in his first game to recognise that and to play the way he did from that point, and Sam as well, two young lads that on their first overseas tours in an England shirt, to manage to do that was great to see. And as I said, from that point on, felt in control of things. I think as well with the ball, having in outfields, it might look slightly defensive at times, but having almost being bold enough to say, go on, try and score at 3-4 and over in singles, and really try and put pressure on by drying up the boundaries. It can be quite frustrating at times if you feel that they're rotating the strike, but the way we held our nerve, the way we trusted those plans I think was great, and to follow that up with some high skill bowling was brilliant.
Joe, you've had positive results in your first 2 home summers as captain. Does this first away win for you as captain especially, does that feel like a next step for you in your evolution of your team?
Yeah, I think a little bit maybe, yeah. It's more than that. I think this last 8 months or so, we started, we found something that we want to. We've got a real clear plan and path of how we want to get to the number 1 side in the world, and we've grown throughout the summer. And I think this is just another step in that direction. We've got so much more hard work to do, but to see so many talented players, whether they be in the 11 or in the squad, around, and so many different options that we can go with, is, I think, credit to the hard work of the whole group.
George, and we'll finish with them.
You kind of answered, but is it relevant that the 2 key innings in the game are quite old school, really? Quite patient whispered. I guess what I'm saying is, do you think it would have been harder than the first session?
I think that, you look at the first 2 dismissals, for example, it could have been 3 down. You got a good ball first ball, and caught down the leg side. It's very different. You take those two dismissals out of it. Of course, you look at some of the other ones, and you might think they were slightly reckless, but ultimately, when it's spinning, sometimes you've got to put a bit more pressure on the bowlers, try and get them off the length, make it difficult for them to bowl the ball in the areas which are going to take wickets. And we managed to at least get to a decent score at lunch. Take the wickets aside, the fact that we'd scored at a good rate and managed to at least get to a platform we could build on was really important. Knowing that the pitch was going to dry out, it was probably going to get a little bit easier for batting, but it was ultimately about the skill level from that point onwards. And the rest is history.
You haven't changed the approach in the second innings that I keep playing.
I think that was the adaptability that I was talking about, is that it was better for batting. It wasn't that, I suppose, that pace of turn and spit that it was in the first innings. And we were quite smart about how we read the pitch, I thought, as a batting group. And the way that Keaton played was magnificent. He was very composed, in control of things, knew where he was going to score his runs. And really pleasing to see him show that mental determination and skill that we've been aware of for such a long time.
So how motivated were you by the prospect of finishing it up at Sheffield Derby tonight?
It's a bonus, that, isn't it?
Celebration and the rest day as well.
Yeah, that was not really part of the thinking. It's great to now be able to go and enjoy watching that, knowing that this game's all done and dusted. But it was obviously the cricket was the most important thing. I think it would have been a sleepless night if we were still playing tomorrow anyway.
big thing for me is just like making my debut and like being able to say you're an England Test cricketer, like regardless of what's happened. It's just such a special feeling that no one can take away.
What do you think you've learned from the last 4 days?
Test cricket's grinding. It's tough work. But yeah, it's just an unbelievable place to be. Yeah, they're kind of it's the same sort of stuff, but on a bigger scale, and you get the big crowds and everything. And it was just an amazing experience.
Johnny Michael did make an excess lead when he makes no single and he wants to keep looking. Is that a good thing for you, or is it a distraction? I mean, it's good to have more than one guy going.
To be honest, if you asked me 2 weeks ago, I was having 6 months off, so to be sat here now is unbelievable for me. And yeah, obviously Johnny, I think, will be fit potentially, so I guess he's the number one, and if I play one game, I'm quite happy with that one.
We saw Johnny congratulate you after the first day when you were batting. Has he been sort of a good support to you this week?
Yeah, definitely. That's the thing, it's such a good team environment to walk into. Obviously, like you can understand in some teams where there's different guys going for different spots, there's none of that. Everyone wants everyone to do well. And it is, as Joe says, the 11 on the pitch, but everyone kind of going for the same course.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Talking about, can you just briefly explain what victory you went for this particular match where you went for?
If you take at the first day after lunch, I think we are until lunch. I think we were on top of the game, and we took 5 wickets for 100. And after that, I think the way they batted, they took the game away from us. So from there onward, we were chasing the game. I think in Test cricket, if you get behind, especially pitches like this, very difficult to come back. Saying that, first things, our batting was disappointing. They play better cricket than us, both batting and bowling.
Batting has been a problem in one day also, but Test cricket, of course, is sort of affecting them in that terms, where this one is concerned.
The pitches, the pitches that we are playing here, last series or last 2 series, it's difficult wicket to bat on. There is concern the way they getting out, their application, but on these wickets you have to play shots. It's very difficult to stay there and build innings, to be honest, unless you're batting first or on the wicket got flattened. So that's a concern, but yeah, as you said, that we have to improve.
Looking at the way Jennings played on this cricket on the Thursday, it's only isn't that, I mean, something that our batsmen are lacking in, I mean, play on physically things like that.
I look at this way, Jennings is a different player. That we have players like that. So when those players don't play to their strength, it's disappointing. But I can't ask everybody, or I can't expect everyone to play the way somebody else plays. But saying that, very disappointed with the way our guys got out for getting out to the traps that the opposition set. So they need to understand how they're going to get you out, and then bat accordingly. It's not that you're given a free license to go and play shots regardless of the situation. So you need to understand, and it's not the place that Test cricket that you learn those things. You have to learn those things when you play club cricket. And similar little things like one over before the lunch, or just after that, like for example, they were trying to bowl bouncers at you setting a field, and if you some of the occasions our guys didn't even get out, but they gave opportunities. So getting to those kind of trap is very concerning for me. his injury is a grade 1. It will take about 10 days to 10 to 14 days. So it's touch and go for the second test match. The danger for us is if he's not 100% fit, he may not play because you don't get a replacement because you're carrying an injury to the another game, next game. So we have to look at a replacement for him or at least standby player. The Rangana's issue, it's very, very difficult to replace Rangana, but we knew that he's going to retire from this series. Keeping that mind, if you look at how we introduced Akila into Test cricket, and then Sandakan used to play before that. So we planned to get replacement, and even like replacement of Malinda Pushpakumara is there. He has taken 600 odd wickets in first class cricket. He's similar to Ranga. So with experience, he will give the similar control to us. That's what we expect from him.
It didn't look like the traditional ball wicket that you get, the spinners from day one. Within the team, is there a sense of disappointment that you didn't get the wicket that you used to?
It's disappointing in the sense because Rangana's last game that we can't give him a good send-off even with the result. And then the pitch, I agree with you, it's not the traditional goal pitch. I think it's a lot to do with the weather as well. You can't blame anybody. The wicket like this, the toss play a very big part. So ideally, we expect the wicket to turn from first day. That's normal wicket, and little bit quicker turn. This one is a very slow turn. So bit disappointing, but you can't put the blame on the pitch. We didn't play well.
We had live Kumar said to him just before the start of the series. It's not the first time it has happened. A couple of other guys have been involved in similar things that the team has had to do. How, as the head coach, can you help the players to overcome this situation, and is it a concern moving forward?
Certainly it's a distraction, I would say, because it's, as you said, it's not the first time. It has been happening in the past, and I don't think they have taken any action. Now at least the leadership group taken the decision to stand up for those kind of things. So it's not me, it's the team leadership group took the decision. They are not going to tolerate going forward. Whether it's going to affect us or not, we are trying to control that things that we can control. Everyone can behave certain way. Performance can go up and down in cricket. You can bowl a good spell, you don't take wickets. You get a good ball, you can get out. But the things like behaviors we can control. And it's disappointing and it's a distraction for the team, and just 2 days prior to that. And they know that we expected a higher standard from their conduct if you wanted to play for Sri Lanka, because you have to have some pride in the cap that you are wearing.
We saw even when Sri Lanka were behind the game or trying to bat out time, some players playing some low percentage shots. Is that what you mean by when you say they need to be more aware of traps and everything? Is that the percentage cricket is lacking with stop overs?
Exactly right. Because when you play Test cricket, certain number of, international cricket for certain time, you need to understand how the opposition is going to get you out. Even club cricket, you understand how they are going to get you out. It's not a place that you come to for in international cricket, you learn in those things. That is a big concern for me. And I didn't see that before. I'm seeing it this tenor. When I was coaching before, the people I was coaching, guys are more intelligent in cricket terms. So it's a big concern, because if a bowler, you're playing against a turn and they're trying to get, you're getting out, or somebody set a trap and you're getting out for that, it's sad. It's sad because the opposition looks like they are playing with school kids.
You said that those things are not, the mistakes they're making, you cannot learn at this level. They should learn at domestic, play club cricket. Now, is it because club cricket, why they are not learning this, because the level of comfort is not to the standard that you expect?
To be honest, last 8 years I was not in the country. So I can't say that what it is like this, but I can always say that 90s, then when we play cricket, we learn from people who played with us. And then we had like certain period of the game, we had, okay, we bowl short, setting a field like that, or we bowl certain side of the wicket onto the rough to test the batsman patience. Things like that, we used to do that, and then we understand how the other people handle those situations, or even for simple things like wasting time to not to bowl another extra over just before the lunch break. You take your shoelace off. Little things like that we learn when we are playing Division 3 cricket, watching them.
What do you think is lacking in the
That's what I see, and that's what you see as well, isn't it? Like we could have easily avoided that extra over.
That's why I asked, because domestic seem to have changed some time you played and what you could have.
Yeah, the time that I played, it's only 12 teams, Sadi. You covered 35 years of cricket. I think මං හිතන්නේ අපි අර 105ට විකට් පහක් අරගෙන තිබුණ වෙලාවේ තිබුණ ඇඩ්වාන්ටේජ් එක අපිට ඉදිරියට ගෙනියන්න බැරි වුණා. ඒ අවස්ථාවේ ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ බැට්ස්මන්ලා ලකුණු ගැහුවේ වැඩි එක්ස්පීරියන්ස් තියෙන ළමයිනුත් නෙමෙයි. ඒ අවස්ථාවේ මම හිතනවා අපේ ස්පිනර්ස්ලා ස්පෙෂලි අපිට මම හිතුවා අකිලගෙන් ලැබුණ සහාය අපිට මදි වුණා කියලා පළවෙනි ඉනිමේ ලකුණු 250කට 105ට විකට් පහක් ගිහලා අන්තිම 5 දෙනාට 150ක් දුන්නත් අපි තාමත් අදත් මේ තරඟේ ඉන්න තිබුණා. මම හිතනවා එතනින් පළවෙනි තැන අපිට වැරදුනා, දෙවෙනි තැන තමයි අපි මුල ඉනිමේ පන්දුර පහර දෙනකොට විකට් 4ක් ගියා ලකුණු 40කට වගේ. එතනත් අපිට ලකුණු 203කට දැවියාම ගොඩක් පහසු බැසමකට ලක් වුණා. මේ වගේ තනනිල්ලක එහෙම පස්සට ගියාම පළවෙනි ඉනිමේ ලොකු 100කට වැඩිපුර ලකුණු ගත්තොත් හරි අමාරු වෙනවා. මොකද දවසෙන් දවස විකට් එක අමාරු වෙනවා පන්දුවට පාර දෙන්න. Yeah, I'm very happy with the way he conduct himself throughout the game, and his commitment for running between the wicket and for the batting. And I'm sure that he's the first one to say that his 250 is not enough, because he got a start. He could have gone on and got a big one, and he is the one we actually have seen before that played wonderful innings in a situation like this. So he's the first one to be disappointed, I think, but him coming into runs is a good sign for us.
Just on Matthew's last 3 years, I think his test average, while he's been doing well on ODI, his test average has been below 30, I think. What do you think is the reason for that, for those setbacks, and what can he do in the series coming up? You've got a heavy test schedule to get his average back over 50 where it used to be, back in 2014.
I think he's very capable of getting over 50. He's one of the top batters and most experienced players going around. Maybe injuries cause him, because he had a wonderful 2013-14 before he really start getting these injuries. I would thought that he would in Virat Kohli's route and Steve Smith level, because he's capable of coming into that level as a batsman. So I think he has realized that, and he's worked hard in last 8 months to get himself fit. So I'm hoping big things from him.
Have you seen an improvement in his fitness since the Asia Cup, following the Asia Cup in these maybe weeks? Have you seen an improvement in his fitness coming into this test squad?
I can see the effort. I can see that he's making effort to do things the way we expect. He was very keen and he was involved with the team. So I think he is coming back to full fitness.
You've got him bowling again in the next. When are you hoping that you can have him bowling fit for match conditions?
We have a plan for him. We have discussed with him to start bowling in 2 months' time. Probably we are looking at bringing up bowling workload up to the satisfactory mark before the New Zealand first one day. ඉස්සලම සමු ගැනීම කණ්ඩායමට බලපානවා. ඒ වගේ ක්‍රීඩකයෙක් ඒ වගේ මේ පෞරුෂත්වයක් තියෙන ක්‍රීඩකයෙක් කණ්ඩායමකින් යන එක යාගේ performance වගේම බලපාන දෙයක්. මොකද යා කණ්ඩායමේ ඉන්න බලපුරුදු ඒ වගේම අනිත් ක්‍රීඩකයෝ යාට ගරු කරන එක්කෙනෙක්. ලීඩර් කෙනෙක්. ඉතින් ඒක අපිට ඉතාමත් අමාරු වෙනවා. එයා ගන්න විකට් ගන්න සමහර එක්කෙනෙක් ඇවිල්ලා ගන්නට පුළුවන්. නමුත් එයාගේ ඔය තියෙන නායකත්වය දෙන ලීඩර්ෂිප් එක දෙන එක පුරවන්න තව කාලයක් යයි. අනිත් මේ කණ්ඩායම බැලුවොත් අපි පෙරදිලා වෙස්ට් ඉන්ඩීස් වල පළවෙනි තරඟේ පෙරදිලා අපි ඊළඟ තරඟයේ ඇවිල්ලා දිනලා සම්බන්ධ මේ සම කරා තරඟවල. ඒ වගේම බංග්ලාදේශ වලත් මට මතක හැටියට අපි තරඟ දෙකක් වන් ඩේ වල පෙරදිලා ඇවිල්ලා දිනුවා. සවුත් ඇෆ්‍රිකා වලත් අපි පටන් ගන්නකොට පෙරදිලා දිනුවා. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ කණ්ඩායමට තියෙන දක්ෂතාවය මේ වගේ පරාජයකින් ඇවිල්ලා දිනන්න පුළුවන් දක්ෂතාවය තියෙනවා. අපි මම හිතනවා ඒගොල්ලෝ එංගලන්ත කණ්ඩායම සැලසුමක් ඇතුව අපිත් එක්ක සෙල්ලම් කරා. ඒගොල්ලෝ දැනගෙන ආවා අපි සෙල්ලම් කරන විදිය. මොකද අන්තිම අවුරුදු දෙකේ විතර අපි සෙල්ලම් කරේ මෙහි ගහනකොට එක විදියකට. ඒ වගේ ගහනකොට අනිත් කණ්ඩායම් මේ විදියට ප්ලෑන් කරලා එන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් අපිත් දන්නවා ඒගොල්ලෝ කරපේවට අපි සැලසුමක් යොදලා ඊළඟ තරන් දෙක ජයග්‍රහණය කරන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා. චන්දිමාල්ගේ තත්වයේත් එයාගේ ඉන්ජරි එක ග්‍රේඩ් 1 එකක්. ඒක නිසා දවස් 10ක් වගේ යයි කියලා හිතනවා. නමුත් මම එයාගේ ඇඟේ හැටියට එයාට විජහට මේ සුව වෙන්න පුළුවන් වුණොත් අවස්ථාවක් තියෙනවා දෙවෙනි තරඟයට සහභාගී වෙන්න. මම ඉස්සෙල්ලා කිව්වා වගේ අපි මම හිතනවා අර 105ට විකට් පහක් ගත්ත අවස්ථාවේ අපිට තිබුණ ඇඩ්වාන්ටේජ් එක අපි ඉදිරියට ගෙනිච්ච නෑ. ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ ඊට පස්සේ බැට් කරපු අය බැලුවොත් තරඟ වැඩි ගහපු අය නෙමෙයි. අනිත් එක 3 දිනක් 4 දිනක් වගේ ලෙෆ්ට් හෑන්ඩර්ස්ලා. ඉතින් අපේ හිටපු හොඳම දඟපන්දු යවන අකිලගෙන් අපිට බලාපොරොත්තු වුණ අවස්ථාව එක ලැබුණා නම් ඒ වෙලාවේ එයාගේ දක්ෂතාවය පෙන්වුවා නම් ඒගොල්ලෝ ලකුණු 220ක් 250කට විතර දවා ගන්නට තිබුණා. එතෙන්දී එක අවස්ථාවක් මිස් වුණා කියලා මම